Hustle Hour.
So, ito na. Welcome to The
Hustle
Hustle Hour.
May pangalan na siya.
Finally. Kasi last time, wala pa siyang pangalan, kaya hindi nyo narinig na sinabi namin yon. So, The Hustle Hour, which is letter D, it stands for?
It's Digital Hustle Hour. Kasi di ba naghanap tayo ng mga references ng pangalan. So, maraming mga lumalabas na same name, pero syempre gusto namin maging unique. That's why it's the Hustle Hour and it's digital because it's all about digital topics that we're going to talk about, di ba?
Digital businesses in specific.
Yeah.
So, ako, hindi ko masasabihin na super yaman ko, but digital businesses, sobrang laki ng part yan sa buhay ko.
Oo.
I wouldn't be where I am today without me having a digital product business. And it's not only about digital products business na nagpapa-change ng buhay ng mga tao. There's tons of digital businesses that people can do nowadays.
Napakadami.
And that's the reason why we incorporated it in our podcast name. Kasi in this podcast, we're gonna talk about digital businesses, how you should plan to become a digital business owner, you want to transition doing business digitally, and all these things. So, yeah, The Hustle Hour.
Yeah. Welcome na tayo dito. Natapos ang pilot episode natin.
Yay!
And now, we're going to talk about, or we're going to deeper, diba? Sa digital business, digital products, or digital business itself. Diba? Wag na tayo lumayo pa.
Yeah.
So, yeah. One of the things that I wanted to ask you, and
Yeah.
also para malaman din ng ating mga viewers as of now, diba?
Yeah.
Na, bakit digital business ang napili mo?
Natawa ako dun sa tanong. You know why? That's such a simple question. But if you're gonna think about it, it's so broad na, nga no, bakit nga ba? Sa sobrang daming mga businesses, why is it so that I found myself here in this business? Reality is, there's businesses na tinatawag na household names like
Marami.
franchising businesses,
Nako,
buy and sell.
napakadami.
Sobrang common.
Yes.
But one thing really stood out to me kung bakit gusto ko na digital yung businesses nowadays. Because basically, it's a digital world right now. Na parang, if nowadays, you're still not incorporating something digital in your business, don't expect it to grow as big as you imagine it to
That
be.
is true.
Now, there's exception. May mga businesses kasi na kayang gumalaw kahit wala namang digital na incorporation. Like say for example, bigasan, babuyan,
Parang yung
tama?
mga essentials. Essentials are definitely one of the businesses, physical businesses,
Yeah.
na I would say na hindi mawawala hanggang pagyaon. Tagalog na tawag. Or for the years to come. Ayan, para naman siya makarelate lahat to. For the years to come, yung mga bigasan, itlogan. Basically, lahat na nakikita mo sa palengke.
Yeah.
That's definitely mahirap i-top over yung mga ganong business.
Yeah.
Mahirap yun.
And those types of businesses, they don't really need digital incorporation in their business. But what I'm actually talking about here is, any business right now, they are incorporating influencers, they are incorporating digital products, they are incorporating digital events to market their business. Like, saka nakakita ngayon ng isang business, karamihan ngayon na walang social media platform. Na walang social media manager. Right?
Kailangan.
Even yung mga CEO na tipong sobrang shy type, makikita mo magbibideo sila.
Oo.
Diba?
Alam mo, napakadaming ganang mga contents kalat on TikTok and also on YouTube. Yung mga parang nagbi-video na nakikita nila yung marketing team na sabihin na uy, mag-shooting na tayo, tapos sila na mismo nagsasabi ng nope, para ganun. Pero syempre, doon pa lang standalone, doon na kagad yung social media presence kasi lumalabas na sila agad digitally. Diba?
Totoo. And that's the best way to grow in income this 2025. Sabi ko nga sa mga students ko, the best time for you to start a digital business was last year or even last 5 years. But the next best time is now.
Ganda nun.
The fact that you're now in this time na napag-usapan ng digital businesses or even there's a time of opportunity na makapagsimula ka, why not? Kasi the fact that you are starting a digital business today, you're giving so much opportunity for you to grow in a digital way. And growing in a digital business today, in this day and age, diyan talaga napasok ang yaman.
Sobra. Guys,
talaga, I'm just being real right now,
yeah, actually, like, akala nyo ba na ang mga, like, products noon is sikat pa rin ngayon, or sikat pa rin ngayon kasi they're still doing the same thing, same advertising, same strategy that they're doing physically. No, there's nothing wrong with it naman, di ba? Pero, like, digitally wise, magta-transform ka or magta-transition ka na i-introduce ang iyong business or mag-start ng digital business in this era right now, sobrang powerful naman.
Totoo.
Sobrang powerful naman.
And there's a lot of factors that goes into knowing why is it so strong to create a business nowadays na digital.
Yeah.
Wherein you have the power to choose naman to choose a physical business.
That's true.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
One of the things that really stood out to me sa digital product business, or even since I'm a digital product seller, but ultimately, digital business nowadays, karamihan ng digital businesses, they don't have inventory.
Yeah.
No physical store.
Yeah.
And as you know, if your business, commonly, mga product-based business, you have inventory. If you don't know what inventory is, say for example, bibili ako ng 1,000 pillows na ganito, ibebenta ko siya. And then, pag yung 1,000 pillows na to ay nabenta ko na siya, so wala na yung stock. Paano ako magbebenta ulit ng pillows? Kailangan ko bumili ulit. So, gamit yung kinita ko from prior na binenta ko yung first stocks ko, kukuha ko doon ng konting ng pera, depende kung magkano sa supplier, yun ang gagamitin ko pang bili ng another batch for me to continue my pillow business, if that makes sense.
Ang taxing nun.
Now, nakakainis. Hay, sana wala na lang kaltas. Sana hindi na lang ako nag-i-inventory. Kasi nakakaltas yung kita ko Kabaliktaran ang isang digital business. As for me, I'm a digital product seller. And yung nature ng business ko is ganon. Walang inventory. Therefore, if it's only digital, kasi since digital product seller ako, I only sell Canva templates, I sell ebooks, online courses, presets, hindi yan nahahawakan. Therefore, think of it like this. Di ba may picture?
Okay.
A picture can be sent to infinite numbers of people, right?
Yes.
Therefore, if that picture can be sold, lalagyan mo ng price point yung picture na yon, kahit anong picture. And if you can send it to many people, unlimited people, therefore you can sell it to unlimited people as well.
Oh.
Why? Because it's just a file. File lang siya.
True.
Unlike yung inventory-based business, bibili ka sa supplier, nauubusan ka na ng pera mo sa inventory. Instead na lahat full profits mo. Ang digital product businesses, hindi ganon. 100% ang kinita mo ay sa'yo. Why? It's just a file.
Naandun na mismo sa loob.
Grabe, mind blown. Isipin mo, may ganun na ngayon sa panahon to.
Naandun, like literally, you just did like storage space online. Actually, kahit di nga malaki. Kasi hindi naman malaki ang files na binibigyan ng digital products. And also yung selling ng different, sabihin natin, different items or different online products. Like sabi mo nga, sabihin natin, meron kang photo na binebenta, tapos haluan mo pa ng, for example, sige, dagdagan natin ng frame. Diba? Frame, yung photo, lalagyan natin sa frame, tapos another product ulit yun. Or separate mo siyang ibebenta. So basically, yung pagka-unli niya, magkaka-another avenue pa siya ng unli. So basically, isa lang yung unli na binebenta mo, tapos ngayon, naging dalawa na. Tapos naging tatlo na kasi pinagsama mo pa.
Exactly.
Diba?
So that is what we call bundle. So say for example, in the digital product selling space, at least for me sa digital product business ko, isipin mo, say for example, you have one logo. Sabihin nating price nun is, kunwari lang 500. Pero pag gumawa ka kunwari ng 100 na logo, kunwari lang sobrang creative mo na tao.
Parang ako napalunok ako ng onti doon. Kasi ako guys, mismo designer, alam niyo ba kung gaano kahirap ang 100 logo? Pero sige, tuloy.
Like basic logos lang.
Basic
something
logos,
to sell. Magkano mo pwede i-price yon? Grabe, di ba?
Oo.
It can be as high as you want. Napag-usapan namin ng isa kong student last time, Miss Pen, gusto ko sana i-resell yung bundle mo kasi nung may binili siyang bundle from me, like it was 1,599 yung price point. Sabi ko, sell it as high price as you want. Sabi niya, Miss Pen, sure ka ba dyan? Isipin nyo guys, may isa akong digital products bundle, 1,599 siya, noong time na yon. Binenta ng estudyante ko, 5K.
Grabe yung profit.
Take note, nung panahon na yon, hindi pa ako nagbebenta ng 5K. Pero yung estudyante ko, kumita na ng 5K galing doon.
Grabe.
That is how a digital business is. It feels as so na parang pwede mong i-price na kahit ano ang bagay sa panahon ngayon.
Yes.
Do you know NFTs?
Of course. Of course.
Do you know NFTs?
Those things or those topics, especially yung pandemic, sobra. Guys, matutuling kami mismo ni Pen about this. Yeah. Kasi nag-try kaming aralin, nag-try kaming i-venture ang NFT, Worlds of NFT, and oh my, the prices are off charts. Honestly.
We need to educate people. What are NFTs? I don't specifically know what the acronym stands for.
Non-fungible tokens.
Ooh!
The hustle hour and also the hustle mind.
Wow. Okay. 1 point. Pero, okay, non-fungible token. So if you don't know what NFT is, para siyang isang photo na may value. So mga example niyan is mga Bored Ape, ganyan. So it's a file, like a photo, like a weird design or a graphic. Pero it is priced like millions in dollars. Now, that's just a mere example. How crazy big amounts of literal cash that people nowadays value in just one photo.
Yes.
And that photo is what? A digital product.
Exactly.
That's a digital product.
Exactly, guys.
If isang photo, isipin nyo guys, you can actually search it up. Isang photo ng Bored Ape, if I'm not mistaken, it is worth millions of dollars. Exactly. Magkano na lang yun in Philippine peso?
Grabe, guys.
Right?
I mean, kayo na mismo, i-google nyo na lang.
Yeah.
Like, conversion rate ng $1 million into Philippine peso.
Yeah.
Ang laki ng mata nyo pag nakita nyo yan, promise.
And that's just one example. One crazy example, and the rest is even history. And kung sa panahon nito ngayon, you're able to tap into a digital business, like any digital business. But of course, as me, I'm a digital product seller, I would recommend people to start a digital product business. Kasi, alam mo yung hindi ka sobrang magpapagod, in a sense na one design, one ebook, you can even just resell. Kung hindi ka creative as a person, marami nang ready-made na digital products na pwede mo nang ibenta.
Exactly. And also, syempre, kung for example, sinipag ka, syempre, hindi naman required, guys. Sa kapag gumawa ng digital products is gagawa ka ng bulto, sa bebenta mo, sabay, or sunod-sunod, kumbaga. I mean, if yun yung trip mo, go ahead. Pero, like, one thing that nag-stuck sa akin dito when it comes sa mga digital products is yung isang digital product na ginawa mo can be valued, ikaw na bahala kung magkano, honestly.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
You just put the price on it.
Exactly.
And honestly, it's weird why in digital products business or even any digital business at all, like, you can just price anything however you want it to be priced. Why? Because it's a digital product. But of course, you as a seller, you can do some research naman to see what is the market value of a certain digital product. But ultimately, if you're gonna think about it, you can price it as high as you want. Katulad nga na sabi ko sa'yo, yung isa kong estudyante, binentahan ko siya ng 1,599 na bundle na digital products, binenta niya ng 5K.
Shout out sa'yo, grabe ka.
Wow. Like, saludo. And that's what digital products is all about. And another thing na sobrang nag-stand out sa akin sa digital products business is you can sell it unlimited times. Diba? Nasabi ko sa'yo kanina. Let's focus more on that point. Pag ikaw ay naubos yung inventory mo, sabi ko sa'yo kanina, di ba, 1,000 na ganito binili ko. Pag natapos na, so tapos na rin yung kita mo.
Exactly. I mean, siguro yung, based on my experience, me selling vintage watches before, it's kind of hard din kasi talaga. Kasi doon ka lang babase sa kung ano yung computation mo beforehand you buy those products. And minsan, syempre, kung gusto mo talagang bumenta, may mga taong willing to buy, but naturally, alam mo naman mga Filipino, ugali natin mga barat talaga. So maraming nagpresyong divisorya, binababaan pa. Pero me as a seller, hindi ko naman sila pwedeng i-deny kasi it's kita na yun eh. That's kita eh. Pero still, I need to adjust sa kung anong kailangan ng tao. And I think that's also one thing kung bakit yun yung advantage ng digital product talaga. Kasi it's very adjustable and it's very flexible in, alam mo yun, in different styles how you will sell it, how different approaches na kung paano mo siya ipapakita, i-introduce as well. So, pwede mo siyang i-introduce after ilang months, reintroduce mo ulit siya na rebranded and also mas revamped. Diba? That's the thing that I really, I mean, ang lupit lang ng digital products.
Honestly, yes. And it's not me being biased at all. I have tried a lot of online businesses. Diba? Like I mentioned to you.
Dami.
I tried drop shipping. I tried online live selling. I tried
agency.
Like agency model for virtual assistant. Like I have tried ample amounts of online businesses, and isa lang talaga masasabi ko, even it's not digital products business, it's just that nakaka-wow lang how you can make money online nowadays. Alam mo yung kung titignan mo lang in a wider perspective, parang sobrang swerte natin sa panahon na ito.
Oo.
Na parang may ganitong paraan na, alam mo, nasabi sa akin ng mama ko, alam mo, Pen, sobrang blessed nga kayo. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, kaya nyo kumita na kahit sa cellphone lang. And I think I wanna go to that next point. Na in digital businesses rather, you can just do it on your phone.
Guys,
without a physical store at all.
Listen to that. How, kung paano na-construct and also kung paano, kaano yun, tawag ito, ka-comfortable pakinggan, guys. In the comfort of your home, in your phone, guys.
Exactly.
You can definitely do digital product selling. Come on.
Or any online business. Grabe. Ang weird lang, no? Kung isipin mo, hindi ka ba na-weirded out minsan na parang dumating na tayo sa panahon na ganito? Like, who would have thought people will be selling things just by live streaming?
Exactly.
Right? Like, it's just so surreal how you can order from someone that's live streaming online. You can just click check out. Alam mo yun, yung concept of digital?
Yes.
It's just so amazing to me still up until this day. And doon mo makikita na, oo nga naman, walang physical store. Hindi ka magbabayad ng renta, hindi ka magbabayad ng electricity
mo.
Hindi ka magbabayad ng tao mo. Kasi walang ganun sa digital.
Exactly.
It's all where? Online. Sabi nga ng mga jutanders. Jutanders. Ayan, cellphone ka na naman.
Kaka-cellphone mo yan.
Kaka-cellphone mo yan. But, you know what? If you actually use your phone wisely, you can actually be rich out of it. Again, I don't say that I'm so rich, but I made good amounts of money just with my phone. I'm a high school dropout. Nung time na nag-drop out ako, hindi ko alam na may ganito. Kaya kung nanonood ka ngayon, na nagko-contemplate ka to start a business, or you're even planning to start a physical business, try to do some research first. Maybe there's a digital business that you can do. And ang kagandahan pa sa digital products business is, you can do it anytime.
Yes.
You can do it anywhere.
Yes.
Kasi nga, it's to piggyback the point na sinabi ko na no physical store. Like literally, it's just on my phone. Therefore, kung gusto ko gawin to ng madaling araw, kaya kong patakbuhin yung negosyo. Kung gusto kong gumising at parang ayoko muna magbenta na today, then pwede kong di muna pakailman yung digital store ko.
Exactly.
Like parang it's so weird na kaya mong kumita ng ganong klaseng system. Kasi di ba ang normal businesses, 9 to 5, yung mga ganon, nandun ka sa store, ganyan. Parang may pinipilang oras na mag-clock in, clock out. Pero sa digital business, hindi na ganon nowadays. Like literally, it's just moving. Kung kailan mo gusto, or even it's moving, it's generating money, even though you're literally asleep. Ganun na yung kaganda ng digital businesses nowadays.
Yun yung maganda. I would say ito yung potential talaga na sinasabi ng maraming tao before. Diba? Nung ini-introduce pa lang yung power ng internet, diba? Introducing yung power ng digital awareness and also digital products itself. And ito na yun, guys. So, if you are someone that is finding, alam mo yun, something next business na i-venture out mo, or side hustle na gagawin mo, sidelines na gagawin mo, I would definitely recommend you guys, because it's proven and tested already by Fen that digital products is the future talaga. It's actually one of the future businesses that is ongoing as of now. Kaya wag ka na magpahuli.
Huwag ka na magpahuli.
Yes.
Pa.
Mag-boom kara-kara na. Yun. Pagdating sa digital products. Pero guys, like, kidding aside, that is true, di ba? Huwag na magpatumpik-tumpik. Especially, this kinds of opportunity and also this kinds of knowledge. Ito nakakatawa, meron pang percentage na nabababa as of now na itong topic na to, itong business na to, is hindi pa alam ng malaking percentage.
Exactly.
So, start now.
So if you're that little percentage that knows about this right now, the fact that you're here in this video, now you know na may ganitong klaseng business. Baka kasi isipin nila puro digital products lang eh. It's not really about it. Why not we can talk about a little bit na what are examples of digital businesses that they can do in this day and age that you can do whenever you want to do it. You can do it anytime without a physical store and without a physical product, no inventory at all. Plus, pwedeng simulan kahit super low ng budget. Ano yung mga examples ng mga digital businesses?
Simulan mo.
Yeah. Of course ako. Ano yung mga digital businesses right now? Digital products. Katulad sabi ko sa'yo, Canva templates, ebooks, online courses. Another. If you want to sell like your service, say for example, you know how to edit videos, like you.
Sa akin na lalapag yun.
Yeah. You wanna design logos, then business as a service yung tawag doon.
Exactly.
Now, kung ikaw naman ay isang magaling na social media manager, you can create social media packages for different businesses. Like say for example, mag-message ka, mag-call DMs ka sa mga iba't ibang businesses na sa tingin mong konti yung followers, and you can maybe extend your social media package to them. Ano example nun? Okay, hi, so-and-so business, I can offer you 10, sabi natin 7 carousel photos for the week, 7 reels for the week, and 3 threads for the week, and daily stories for only, kunwari lang to disclaimer, 10,000 pesos for already 1 month na yon. That's a package. You're not an employee. You are a freelancer to them. You are a business as a service. So this are just simple examples na businesses that you can do online. A lot of people think for you to have a successful business, it should be seen. Do you get the point? It should be like, I'm gonna give you one example. This is just, again, my personal experience. I parang may nakwento sa akin na nagtayo ng coffee shop. Nung nagtayo siya ng coffee shop, lahat ng friends niya sobrang wow na wow. Wow! Grabe! Alam mo yun? And here in the Philippines, when you have like quote-unquote a coffee shop, it feels as so na parang super yaman mo.
Oo. Hindi biro magtayo ng ganun. Kasi mahal lang inventory and also mahal lang resources to.
Super. But the thing here is, magkano kaya kinikita? Maganda lang tignan. Ay, sabi nga ng mama ko, maganda lang tignan. Ang palamuti, social. How much is the income? I'm sure it's less than having a digital business.
Exactly.
Having a digital business, like we mentioned on the pilot podcast, you can start with zero capital, just with learning a skill. You can sell that skill with zero capital. When you host a coffee shop, pabayaran mo tao, ang dami. Kuryente, location, gamit, food. Minsan may hindi na nakakain, may napapanis, may nasisira na milk, all these things. Magkano na lang yung net profit? Right? Alam mo kung nangyari? The owners of the coffee shop, hindi na nila tinuloy yung coffee shop.
Grabe.
Alam mo ginawa nila? They went back to work. It just shows how powerful it is to have a digital business today.
Exactly.
When you have a digital business, hindi siya sobrang sakit when you jump to one business to another, although of course it depends in the person. Pero kasi when you start a physical business, parang ang sakit.
Kasi ano lang kasi
na mag-fail.
Katulad yan ng sinabi mo, kita mo kasi siya.
Yeah.
You build it from the ground up. Like literally, physically nakita mo. Different siya kapag sa digital, for example, digital business that you created is sabihin natin hindi masyado naging success. Pero, hindi siya masyadong parang tago sa puso. Kasi, you know na digital products are flexible nga naman.
Yeah.
If I can tweak some things for this, or yung approach ko dito, or yung design ko dito, baka mag-up siya. Pag physical store kasi hindi. For example,
hindi ka pwedeng pati-tweak lang ng ganun lang.
For example, may nakita ka, yung wall na to, parang hindi lang, walang naupo sa part na to, wala masyado napasok kasi gawa ng wall na to. So, papatanggal mo yun, magkano ka agad yun?
Like, yun, even this thing, you know, mahina tong location na to. Hindi ka naman pwedeng
exactly.
Change location ng cafe mo, right? Nowadays, if you really want to save money, start a digital business. Learn a skill. It's not easy to learn a skill, pero naniniwala ako na kung kailangan mo ng pera, you'll be able to learn it. Right?
Exactly.
And you know what? I spoke to a person last time, and she mentioned to me, ang hirap naman. Ang hirap pala mag-digital products. Ang hirap pala mag-online business. Sabi ko, hindi mahirap sa taong nangangailangan ng pera. Hindi mahirap sa taong nagpupursige kasi walang-wala siya.
Exactly.
If you're still in the mindset of everything is just hard, then maybe you are in a place right now that you're not leveling up. You know why? I have watched so many entrepreneurs that are millionaires and billionaires. I even met some people who are millionaires. They have like one thing in common. They never stop learning. Even if it's hard.
Yeah.
That's the way to grow as a person, as an entrepreneur.
It's hindi siya mapapalitan, guys.
Yeah.
Hindi siya kumbaga matatanggal if you are a driven person. If you have that drive and you have that initiative, that's something na hindi agad matatanggal sa iyo. And if you done it right, yung pagpupursige mo, that is something na talagang magbubunga ng magandang product and magandang sa'yo, pabalik.
Totoo. I see a lot of people na they prioritize their emotion over the the success that they will have in whatever that they do. If you want to start a digital business, if you want to start a physical business, it does not really matter ultimately at the end of the day. Kung magdi-digital business ka, pero you're the type of person na tamad ka to learn a skill and hindi ka masipag, lahat ng bagay na ginagawa mo sa negosyo mo, feeling mo it's just a waste of time, feeling mo wala kang napapatunguhan, feeling mo parang lahat nahihirapan ka, and you're not willing to learn and have mistakes, then I'm sure even if you're gonna do a physical business, it will work the same. Why? It's not about if it's either a digital business or it's either a physical business. You know what? It's about what? It's about you.
Exactly.
As a person. As a person. It's not about the business. It's about internally to yourself. Are you actually determined? Are you actually willing to do the work and efforts to make it happen? Whether if you have a coffee shop, whether if you have a computer shop, whether kung ikaw naman ay may digital products business, whether kung may virtual assistant agency siya, it's all in you as an entrepreneur. And ultimately, if you're that person na kabaliktaran ng sinabi ko, willing ka to do the work. Okay lang magkamali. Okay lang sa'yo na wala kang katapusan na nag-aaral sa mga dapat mong gawin sa negosyo. Wala kang katapusan na paiba-iba ka ng digital product mo, tinitignan mo kung anong magiging maganda. Iniiba-iba mo yung branding mo hanggat matumpak mo yung gusto ng buyers. Iba't iba ka ng mga content na pinopost. Nagbabaka sakali ka na may mag-viral. Definitely.
Meron yan.
Everything will align to you.
Meron yan.
Everything will align to you. And in the digital product space or even any digital business at all, since it's digital, may tinatawag ng algorithm ngayon. And since multiple or most of digital businesses today are social media based, meaning to say, if you are running your business in social media, may algorithm ang social media. If the algorithm sees you that you post a lot about your digital products, you post about yung mga services mo na nag-edit ka ng mga videos, you post stories about it, you go live and talk about it, the algorithm sees that. Because social media platforms, they are a system.
True.
If they see in their system that you as a creator in that system continuously post and post and post, promote and promote, it's also a promotion to them. Doon na papasok na. The system, which are quote-unquote, aka the social media platforms, will then reward you.
Exactly.
What's the reward? More views, more engagements, equals to?
Ano yun? Sales.
Exactly. Tons of money, in simple terms. So yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
Should people start a digital business in today's world? Or should they still do a brick and mortar business na physical business?
Yes.
Palaisipan.
Palaisipan
siya. You can comment down below if you'd like to start a digital business or if you still would love the old school. There's nothing wrong.
Honestly, we don't have any beef on sa physical businesses. Because at the end of the day, katulad ng sinabi ni Fen, it will just boils down how driven you are.
Exactly.
Gaano ka kagutom to reach your goal? Gaano mo kagusto na maabot yung gusto mong maabot sa iyong business?
So yeah. Is it a digital business for you or a physical business? Comment down below, okay? And also, comment down below kung anong gusto nyong next topic natin for our next podcast. I really enjoyed this podcast
Actually,
today.
Yung practicing being initiative and also being driven talaga in different aspects, especially sa mga entrepreneurs. do practice it. Kasi talagang that's something na makakapag-towards sa'yo or makakapag-boost sa'yo towards success. Yan.
Para sumakses ka.
Para sumakses. Ang dami na sinabi.
Bye guys. Thank you so much. Again,
Bye guys. And I'm Jai.
And this is The Hustle Hour.
Bye.
Hello? Rinig mo ba ako? It's The Hustle Hour.